knowledge by African American and other minority voices, knowledge that connects our unequal past to the unequal present. Was precisely that connection between that past and that present that is at issue today. It's important to understand these attacks are not separate, but they're part of an ongoing campaign that destabilizes in many ways our promises, that threatens our democracy, and that keeps people from understanding how racist systems impacted in the past continue to live in the present. These anti-democratic assaults are all branches of the same tree, a tree who might be seen as a tree that is rotting at its roots. So we believe that this convening is imperative to show, first of all, how we must understand what has happened clearly, succinctly, but in a way that allows us to understand how to resist, how to protect our rights to education, how to continue to fight for a multiracial democracy. We also know that there's going to be a lot of confusion arising from this decision, confusion from young people and parents and educational officials around the country. We hope that this conversation is one of many that's happening across the country right now and that will continue to happen over the next several days, weeks, and months so that we can begin to make sense of the road ahead today. We know this is just the beginning. So joining us here to help us make sense of this moment and what is next for us, we have a stellar panel of guests. Sumi Cho is standing in for Luke Charles Harris. Sumi is the Director of Strategic Initiatives at AAPF. Prior to joining AAPF, Sumi was a practicing critical race theorist and law professor who taught CRT and intersectionality for over 25 years. Importantly, she has written extensively on affirmative action and on racial remedies. Damon Todd Hewitt is the president and executive director of the Lawyers Committee for Civil Rights Under Law. He has over 20 years of civil rights litigation and policy experience, including prior leadership roles in the nonprofit, philanthropic, and public sectors. The Lawyers Committee represented student interveners in the UNC case, and in SSFA versus Harvard, making oral arguments at the Supreme Court. Joining us a little later will